I want to talk about two-step equations, but with fractions. I have the same problem written up here twice because I want to show you two different ways of doing the same thing. First way, I'm going to deal with all fractions. Then we're going to try and find a way around having fractions. We've got multiplication, we've got addition. I need to take care of that addition subtraction. So the inverse of subtracting, get rid of it. On the left side, we are left with negative 6 over 2. And I bring down that 3/4 x. 6 over 2 we can simplify. 6 and 2 gives us 3 with the negative. All right, now we have that fraction that's got to go to the other side. We want to get away from that x. So we multiply by the reciprocal. In this case, 4 over 3. When I do that, this 4 and that 4 cancel, that 3 and that 3 cancel, and I'm left with only x on the bottom. Okay? Come to the other side, I got to multiply this side by the same exact thing. Now I got to be careful because the way I wrote this, not very mathematically correct. It looks like I have a fraction being a fraction minus 3, but they're really being multiplied. So we got to throw those brackets around that negative 3. Now turn this 3 to a fraction. I do it kind of for placeholder purposes. What happens to that 3 and that 3? They cancel now. I'm only left with 4 over 1. I don't need to show the 1, don't care about it, but I cannot forget about that negative. I gotta bring it down. And I just don't like that order, so I'm just gonna switch the order, put the x first. X equals negative 4. Okay, I know a lot of people don't like fractions, so let's try to find a way around it. I need to look at the denominator. In this case, 2 and a 4 and a 2. I want to find a number that they all go into evenly. I want to find that least common multiple. And in this case, it's going to be a 4. So what I'm going to do is take my whole original problem and group it together. Then I'm going to distribute 4 to the whole problem. Okay? When I do that, 4 and 5 gives me 20 over 2 with a negative 12 over 4 and 4 over 2. Once we're here, now we can simplify each one of these numbers. 20 and 2 gives me negative 10. 12 and 4 gives me 3. 4 and 2 gives me 2. Now I'm left with a two-step problem that I can do something that looks nicer. Well, let's start moving things. Always start with addition and subtraction. Remember, we're doing this order of operations backwards. Minus 2, minus 2. The inverse of multiplication is division. And I'm left with 12 and 3 gives me 4. Don't forget the negative. I don't like that order. So let's switch it. I still get negative 4. This is two-step equations with fractions.